Are you feeling tired or fatigued? And at the first chance you get, you want to go straight to the sofa and lie down and maybe binge some TV series or go to bed and sleep. In this video I'm going to go through 4 poses you can practice to gain energy without almost using any energy. If you're new to the channel, I'm Hilde Kristin and I teach yoga with awareness on your energy levels and where you are in your feminine cycle, if any. I'm also on Instagram and Facebook and at my webpage, hildekristins.com. You can find the links below in the description. And before we dive in, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below and also hit the bell button if you want to get notified when the next video comes out. Our society today is mainly built up on masculine values, so a lot of us have learned to just push through and toughen up and get going even if we're feeling tired. And we also see a lot of people getting burned out these days, and when you first come to that point it may take longer for you to recover and get back to balance, and you need even more rest. So that is why I believe that it's better for us to listen to our bodies and check in each day and get rest when we need to. I'm also a huge fan of 5 to 10 minutes practices to help us slow down our nervous system, and that is always better than just planning the hour and a half class I'm going to take tonight or tomorrow, or yeah, you know how it is, and then you don't have the energy for it when it's closing up. So I think it's better to work with getting a routine and get those 5-10 minutes, and then you feel in your body what is right for you and you adapt, and yeah, you get to a practice where you really love. So before we get on to the mat, it will be nice to have a blanket and a yoga bolster or a big cushion from the sofa, like you have on your sofa, or a big pillow. It can also be nice to have a chair in arm's reach, so you can use that for support if you need to in one of the poses. So the first pose we're going to go through is a restorative supported heart opener. These heart openers, they ease fatigue by opening up our chest and refreshing our heart and lungs. So come sitting onto your bolster. Let your feet be flat on the mat. So it also depends a little bit on your size, on your bolster, where to sit, and also the height. If you want, you can add an extra blanket on top, so you get a little bit higher. It's up to you to try to figure out what's best for you. And then lean back, and we're gonna just get the head and the top of our shoulders into the mat and elongate our neck by tucking the chin in. So adjust here, and you should have a neutral pelvis, and you can have your arms out to your sides, or you can have them bent over your head. So our next pose is a forward fold, and forward folds are very restful, relieves fatigue, and it's very good to practice when your energy level is low. So take your bolster in front of you. You can also add a blanket on top if you want to adjust the height here as well. And you can have have bolster underneath both of the ends to, if you would like to scoop your arms underneath and hug the pillow. And it can be nice to have a blanket back on your heels, between your sit bones and your heels. So deep inhale, and as you exhale, fold forward onto the bolster. You can also take your fingers together and make it as a pillow and have your forehead on top of it. If you have your head to one of your sides, it is nice to switch sides after some time. And now have another forward fold, cross-legged seated forward fold. So if you have your chair, or you can keep your bolster for some support as well. It can, so cross your feet, and it can also be nice here to have an extra blanket underneath your sit bone to lengthen up your spine. And you can have here a bolster, or if it feels good for you, you can also just go forward all the way down where you feel like it's best for you today. So deep inhale, and as you exhale, come forward and find a comfortable position for you. You can lean your forehead into your arms, or if you have bolster, maybe into your hands, or just fold forward. And remember to, after some time, you switch up your legs and have the same amount of time on the other side. And if this is too much for your knees, you're always welcome to make it a forward fold with the feet straight in front of you, and forward fold from here. So this last pose of the day, the legs of the wall, is a very calming pose for the nervous system, and it's also very rejuvenating for our system. So it's a great pose to do when you're feeling tired. If you're not menstruating, you can use a bolster or a pillow or a block underneath your hips. If you are, you can just stay on the floor, ground level, and you can always just put your legs up in the air. But if you have a wall, it's absolutely the best, because you get the more relaxing benefits of the pose. So it can be a little tricky sometimes to get up here, but try to get your hips up on the bolster. You can have it a little bit, some centimeters away from the wall. Come down to your back. Just scoop yourself in and adjust the bolster or pillow and come up with the feet. If you have a strap or a belt, you can have that around your thighs to give it some more support. And you can have your arms out to your sides with your palms facing up, or even overhead if you want to. And just ease into the pose. So make sure to leave a comment down below and tell me which of the poses you enjoyed the most today. And the first pose was the supported bridge pose. open our heart. And the second one was the child's pose, supported version, wide-legged. And then another forward fold with our legs crossed. And the last one was the legs up the wall pose. So if you don't remember all the poses and you want to practice on your own, I've made the 4 poses in a PDF that you can download. The link is down below, so make sure to grab that, the little guide, if you want to practice more.